Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So the first question, which probably we will have in our mind, like what is SonarQube? That's the first question. I will not complicate too much, give you too much of theoretical jargons and all. But when I see the SonarQube, I see SonarQube is a quality management tool. Okay. Now, then you will ask me, Rajesh, what quality you're talking about? What quality you're talking about? So here, before me talking about the quality, I will talk about tool, definition of tool. So what basically any tools, for the sake of you must be using hundreds of tools over the period of time and all. So every time when we use the tool, we have three advantages of it: saving cost, okay, saving save time, that's important, and improve work quality. That's the that's the use of it every tools. So in this case also we are using SonarQube and we are trying to save cost, save time, and improve work quality. In what context we'll discuss in some time. Now let's talk about the quality. What quality I'm talking about, because quality is a very broad word actually. So what quality I'm talking about? So typically when you talk about the SonarQube, basically we all are talking about the code quality and then test quality. Correct? How is this code quality you have? How do we manage it? How do we get this quality of the code? And how do we manage the quality of tests and matrices and stuff like that? So primarily, when we are talking about the SonarQube, we are talking about the code quality and test quality. So here, let me tell you here, SonarQube is a quality management tool. I'm not saying SonarQube will give you that SonarQube tool itself will give you the code quality report or test quality. No, I'm saying SonarQube will manage that quality, manage the quality from the code and from the testing process. That is what I am saying. Okay. So now you will ask me, Rajesh, okay, fine. I understand that SonarQube is a platform where you can have a code quality and test quality. That means you can manage the test quality and code quality. But the question is, how do we get the code quality and how do we get a test quality? Correct? Are you having this question? Correct now?
Yes.
So basically, code quality we can get in many ways. One is like a peer code review. This you know better than me, I guess, because we all work in a software company, and then every time in every projects our peers do the code review of each other, and that is how we define the code quality. But that's not going to work out. That's not going to work out because human dependency beyond certain level, it will bring the project to the failure stage. So how do we do that? So we need to do automated code review. Now, when I say automated code review, that means in industry we say static code analysis. I think you might have heard about this keyword SCA, static code analysis. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So here, coming to the points, what is SonarQube? It manages the quality. What quality? It manages the code quality and test quality. But the code quality comes from where? So code quality comes from the static code analysis process. So now we are changing that little bit of topic from the SonarQube to SCA process. Correct? All of you? I mean, correct, Venki?
Yes.
Yeah. So now next question I'm having in my mind. Okay, fine. Static analysis, static code analysis process. What exactly is SCA? So I'll not complicate with too much of big word jargons and all. Simple thing. In a static code analysis process, what happens? Code review the quality of the code. Yes, quality of the code. See here, I'm saying code itself review the code actually. So is it the right statement? Is it the simple statement?
I got confused. Code review the quality of the code.
Correct. That's called SCA. That's static code analysis. For example, I'll put it in a simple context. You have a 20 Java files. Okay. Now you ask me, hey Rajesh, can you do one thing? Can you review the code? That's called peer code review. But I will say I'm having my own work and I cannot do that. Then I will suggest you, hey, why don't you go for the SCA tools? SCA tools means the tools which has a code. Using that code itself, you can review the code. Instead of human is reviewing your code is reviewing your code. Are you understanding?
Yeah, got it.
Yes. So here, tools, we call it SCA tools. Review the quality of code. This SCA tools is nothing but a codes actually. Okay, this codes review the quality of code. Now next thing, this code, the one which review the code, can I call it rules? Can I call it rules?
Yeah, define the rules.
Yes. So rules review the quality of the code. Okay, so basically SCA tool, the one which I'm saying here, SCA tool, we have a rules which is nothing but the code, and the code itself review the code, and then once the review is done, you get the reports. So as SonarQube is not doing the code review, static code analysis tool is doing the code review. SCA tools is doing the code review. Now you will ask me, Rajesh, okay, which are the tools which we have for this? So I think for this answer these questions will go to the Google, and I think we should trust this Wikipedia. And here we have all the SCA tools, more than 50 SCA tools for the different programming languages. You have more than 50 tools. So these tools, again I'm saying, these tools has rules. This rules is nothing but a code, and this code you run on your code to get the quality review. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So now please understand, just remember only one keyword from here, from this discussion, and that's called rules. Okay, rules review the quality of the code. What is the rules? Now you know that. Now guys, here if you see that so many programming languages are there. Primarily let's discuss about the Java. See here, check style, Eclipse, find bugs, different, so many tools are there. For any projects it can be hundreds of tools. Okay, so now let's understand the one problem. Okay, so here, coming back to the context, SonarQube is a managing the quality. Which quality? Code quality. Code quality comes from where? Static code analysis tools actually. And static code analysis tools has what? Rules. Rules is nothing but a rules review the quality of the code. So this is that. Now you will ask me, Rajesh, what is the test quality? So test quality, I am keeping on hold actually for some time, because if I add too much of discussions, we will have a little bit of different directions altogether. Okay, so test quality, I'll come back once I complete the code quality. Okay, so just give you the perspective here. Where is so now next question you'll ask, where in SDLC SonarQube fits? Okay, SonarQube fits. So basically here, typically what we do, understand this, we do the planning. After that, what we do, the coding. After that, we analyze the code. Right? There are many spelling mistakes you might find. Please.
No, that's fine. That's fine. We understand.
Please ignore it. Yeah. So analyze. After that, what we do? We do the build. After that, what we do? We do the packaging. After that, what we do? We archive the product. After that, what we do? We deploy to QA. After that, what we do? We run the acceptance testing. And after that, what we do? We run a CC, and then after that we so CC done. CC means code coverage, and here if all passed, simple logic. If all passed, release. If one failed, then what? Repeat. Simple, correct? No?
Yes, yes.
If one
You're
failed,
going.
if one failed, then it's a repeat, correct? So this is the stuff. Now the question was, what is the tools we are using and where the SonarQube is fitting into this whole system. So basically for the planning, typically if I say one tool, probably we are talking about the Jira. For coding, storing the code, we use the Git. Everyone nowadays we are using code, but code analysis we are using SonarQube. This is where the SonarQube is coming into the picture. Okay, now for the build we are using Maven. I'm just naming one of the tools, not everything. Maybe EXE and stuff like that. Archiving maybe Nexus, Artifactory or stuff like that. Deployment maybe Ansible and stuff like that. Maybe Selenium for the acceptance testing, and code coverage Jacopo. Now what is a Jacopo? Is a code coverage
Java
tool.
code one, yeah.
Yeah, code coverage tool. Now what is a code coverage? Code coverage will test your testing process. Please hear me out clearly. Code coverage process will test your testing process, but that process has to be stored somewhere. That the quality has to be managed somewhere. This is where you can store. You can use also SonarQube. Two places you can use SonarQube for time being at a high level. That means you can store the code quality from the here, and you can also store the test quality, which is done through the code coverage. Again, there are so many code coverage tools like NCover, Jacopo, Kobuchura, Kubernetes, and hell lot of it. Every programming language, at least two code coverage tools we have. So those reports of testing the testing, understand that I'm saying testing the testing, reports of testing is stored in a SonarQube. That's what I said, managing the quality of the test also, but I'm not complicating on the flow right now. We will come back on this part, but today now we'll focus on the code quality. Is that okay?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
to go.
So now next question is, okay, fine. So I understand that what is a SonarQube. Okay, so the question was again, so how this will save cost? So this is, you can take this as like a SonarQube advantage. So here, understand that if something is dependent on human and something which is done automatically, you know that which will save a cost. Again, something which is dependent on human and something which is done automatically, you know how it will save time. And again, if you get a code quality reports in 5 minutes compared to 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and 4 days, of course, the saved time you can improve the quality of the code also. Correct? It will, because this will give you the quality of the code itself, so improve the work quality. So yes, that way you can take this as an advantage. SonarQube will help you to save cost, save time, improve work quality. Why? Because you are trying to do the analysis of your source code and manage the quality of the source code and stuff like that. Okay, so now what is SonarQube? It's a quality management tool. But here, you know what? This is from the company called SonarSource. This is the company who has developed this particular product. Now we'll see that you will ask me what are the types of release we have. So we have a multiple types of release. We have a community release, okay, the one which I'm using today. We have a development release also, developers release also, okay, and then we have a data center release also. You can say enterprise or something, okay. Now you will ask me, Rajesh, what are the difference between the community, developers, and enterprise? So we will come back to that. Difference between the community, developer, and enterprises. We'll come back to that. But these are the three different types of release we have. This is a free, this is a paid, and the developers also is a paid. We'll differentiate between these three a little bit later once we get comfortable with this whole stuff. Okay. So that's a thing. Now you will ask me, Rajesh, okay, what are the versions which we have for this? So I have started using Sonar from the 3x, I guess, if I remember correctly. Right now it's a 7x and
No.
plus 8x also you have currently, if I'm not wrong. So I need to check the latest version also.
Right now it's a 9.4 version released in 4th of April.
You saw that, yeah. So here these are the versions, which is, you know, one more thing, these versions you see that has a these releases has come in a 2 years only. So earlier they were used to do the once in a year release, but now they are very aggressive adding the features now. So these are the evolutions.
Can I add a little bit, if you don't mind?
Yeah,
is due to some because SonarQube is not accepting the third-party plugins, because the code analysis and the pull request analysis and the branch analysis and merge request and everything is going to analyze the code. The SonarQube is not trust third party these all plugins. That's why they are implementing within 4 months everything. Instead of using the plugin, they are updating their versions to get everything in their DevOps platform inside. So
yes.
From 8 to 9.4 there is a plenty changes I've gone through. So thanks for adding. So you can go ahead, please.
Yeah.
I will explain where is some missing, we are getting the issues.
Yeah. So yeah, one more thing here. So that let's say if you want to build any plugins, that means if you want to add any features actually to SonarQube, so you can very well add it. That's not a problem. And you can upload also. So there's one website I must share with you. That's called Sonar Plugins itself. That's a website. Okay. So here anyone can contribute. Let me go to that place. Here it is. So Sonar Plugins. So here all the plugins which has been developed for SonarQube, you can find it. Some of this free, some of the paid software. So now you see that I remember that few months back I was having, let's say, 140 around plugins. Now they have a 157 plugins. So here, if you think, okay, you want to contribute and all, you can do it very well. So you can reach out to them, and then you can make your plugins also listed here. GitHub also, there's so many open source plugins you'll get it. Okay.
Is it third party or is it developed by SonarQube?
It's a SonarQube. You see that it's a SonarQube TM. Means like it's a their website.
Yeah, trademark. Okay, you can add this. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, thanks.
Yes.
That's a new thing.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
So now you know one thing. SonarQube is written in the Java. That is a thing. So now if I say simple way, any product which is written in Java, then you know that it's become a platform independent. So there's no question it should be coming, hey Rajesh, SonarQube can I install in Linux or Windows or this or that? You know that Java is a platform independent. So any product which is developed using Java is also can be installed in any platform. Correct, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so written in Java. Now I think 8.x and 11.x is supported. So we need to check the installation documents also before getting into that.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so this is a little bit of introduction about the SonarQube. Yes, it's a management tool for quality. Which quality? Code quality, test quality. Code quality come from where? Static code analysis tool. Static code analysis, all the references, you can please refer it from here. Now, so yes, it's from the Sonar source. It has a certain different releases, multiple versions we have. And one more thing is powered by plugins. Plugins means if you want to enhance if you want to add more features, which is not you find in a default one, then you can install the more plugins from this place actually. Just now I showed you 157 plus plugins, you can find it. But by the way, you can find in the GitHub also so many free plugins also. So that's not a problem. Okay. And again, written in Java, and for saving cost in a software development, saving time for software development and improving the work quality and stuff like that. Okay, so now we have understood at least a little bit of stuff about the SonarQube and why do we need it. Correct now?
Yeah.
Okay, now next question I'm having in my mind, I want to know how SonarQube works. That's the question I'm having in my mind. Okay, how it works. What is the architecture? Simple way, what is the architecture? So simple, here I am a human being, okay, and I connect to SonarQube server, okay, and SonarQube server connect and do all this stuff through the database. Simple. Now here, this is a Java component, and this DB can be many. It can be Oracle, it can be H2, it can be Derby, it can be MS SQL, it can be Postgres. Then you will say, Rajesh, why you have not mentioned MySQL? So if I have a write memories, MySQL with the latest version, it's deprecated actually if I have a
Yes,
write
yes.
memory. So that's the
Yes,
reason
yes.
I'm not adding here that things. So now, yes, this server, the one which you have, is a Java component, and a database. These are the supported database which we have. Now, next thing is for the search. Search means what? Search for code, search for project, search for tickets, search for issue, search for rules. Rules means the one same thing I was talking about here. So in the website search, which tools they are using? Site search. I can simply say it's a site search rather than complicating too much. Site search means every website they have their own search also. So this tool also is a web-based tool, right? So it has to be search also. So search is empowered by Elasticsearch. Okay, Elasticsearch. That's the open source solution which we have for the searching and indexing and searching. Okay, so if someone will ask you, okay, what are the architecture of SonarQube? Yes, it's a server component which has a Java, and database we have, it can be any RDBMS. Okay, and then site searches, they use the Elasticsearch. Simple. Okay, now one more thing I would like to add here. The moment you say Elasticsearch, you know that, okay, Elasticsearch cannot be run with root. Yes, you cannot run Elasticsearch with a root. That's a limitation. So that means the statement what I'm trying to say here, SonarQube can't be run using root account. Are you getting my point?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So that is a one prerequisite you have to consider while installing it and stuff like that. So yes. So now, okay, so how it works? So still, okay, I understood that these are the components, okay, but still I'm not clear about how basically it works, and why do we need it? Why these enterprises, every organization, they need SonarQube? Why they are not going to static code analysis tool, which just now I showed you here? A lot of tools are there. More than 200 static code analysis tools are there for different kind of analysis. So why they are not going for this rather than this SonarQube? We need to understand. So let's visualize little bit of it through the discussions, okay? And you suggest me whether the SonarQube is the right fit for organizations or not. So let's say this is a developer. Okay, this is the developer. Now this developer is writing a code in what? So writing code in Java, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, front end, back end, all these things. Agree with me? Any developers will write all this code, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you look at this, I want to analyze only Java code. See here. So many tools are there. You know one thing, in one tool you won't find everything. That's the reason we have so many tools. Okay, check style will check the style, I mean best practices of coding standard. Find bugs will check the bugs, and security issues probably it will be checked by PMD, or let's say find bugs also. Emma should be somewhere here. Emma is not there. It should be somewhere in this page itself, right? So different tools has been developed for different check to find out the issues in the code, different kind of problem. So now this guy, I'm a single developer. Just imagine this simple calculation. I'm using two tools for Java, one tool for this, one tool for this, three tools for here, one tool for here, one tool for here. Are you agree with me? This is the real time scenario by one developer, correct?
Yes, yes.
Now you know what? Now these two tools you will run every day. So you got two reports. Here you got one reports, three reports, sorry. And here you got one reports. So now all together every day I got how many reports? 3, 4, 4, 3, 7 to 9. I'm just giving you just I mean just trying to visualize the problem. Okay, so 9 reports you get it only by the one developers. Just imagine 9 reports you get every day by only one developers. Multiply by 20 developers. How many reports? 180 reports. Think about it. 180 reports per day. Here, these developers are using nine SCA tools. Maybe for the whole organizations, you are using 50 SCA tools. Just think about it. So here you have a 50 SCA tools. Here you are having 180 reports per day by your team, and whether, this last point is very important, whether your team is going down in terms of coding standard or whether it's doing up, I don't know. CTO of the company has no idea about it. One more thing here, I want to know who is the person who write a bad code. When this bad code was introduced, why this is a bad code or a good code, where it is, how can we solve it, how can we get all this information. So just think about it. You are a CTO of your organization or project manager of your organization, and you are getting 180 reports for your product, 50 SCA tools. You don't know whether you are doing good or not, and who is doing mistake and who's not doing, or what kind of mistakes you have. You have no visibility about it. Are you understanding the problems of enterprises
Yes,
now
yes.
in terms of code review?
Yes, got it, yeah.
And then I think you know that why we need SonarQube, correct now?
Yes, exactly. Instead of going
Why?
through the individual tools and paying the lot of money and cost saving the SonarQube, and it's giving the whole one project code in a single analysis, saving a lot of time, and it analyzing who writes particularly work on this particular code, and who are the developers written only this code. So they can differentiating the repos and the projects and everything, so they can analyze, okay, this is the code who's writing, especially who write, especially the like sprints, some persons define like a person's, okay, this exactly where the SonarQube is going to give the exact analysis, this is the where the issue. Yes,
that's good. So this is the where we are using the SonarQube. That's the reason I said is a management tool. I view SonarQube is a management tool, but for what? Quality management. Okay, I'll discuss a little bit more, but let me show you one more image and you understand how it works. So understand that this is your developer machines. Okay. Now in this you have a code. Okay. This is the code. Don't mind about the visualization because I'm not very good in this creativity and all. So this is the code. Okay. Now here we have SonarQube server. Now, as I said, I will divide the SonarQube server into two parts. Okay, three parts. There's a one part. There's another part. Now, this I will say web. Web means dashboard. You can say dashboard also. The one human can interact with. Okay. Now, second one I would say. Sorry, I think I should say this one.
UI.
This one I should say rules. Okay, rules. UI, yeah, UI, web, dashboard, all are same. Okay.
Yes.
Here these are the rules. Now rules, and here you have gates. Okay. Now what is the gates? I will not confuse you too much right now. Be limited with the discussion. Now here we have a database, DB, the one which I discussed just now. Now human, if they want to access, and let's say manager wants to access, they will access the website. Simple, right? Okay, so this web dashboard, you have a rules also and gates also. Now what is the gates? Out of scope now, but rules we have discussed. I would like you to remember this very, very carefully. Rules means what? Please understand. SCA tools, you have a rules, and rules is nothing but a codes. Correct? No? Yeah. So it's a rules. We call it rules. So these rules I'm talking about. So here I have shown you so many, you know, so many tools. These are the tools. But if you go and check that, you have a, let's say, check styles maybe having 500 rules, or maybe Eclipse you have 200 rules. These rules are nothing but a code, class file to check the code. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here. So what is happening? Understand that here. So first thing, this is the code. Okay, I'll create this the textual probably will be more better.
Watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option.
This is the code. Okay, so understand that. Here I wrote very clearly, rules review the code. I hope you remember right now.
Yeah.
So guys, here what happens, this rules has to be applied on this code, because here then only you get the reports, correct now?
Yeah.
Yeah, simple. Rules has to be running on the code. That's where you get the reports. So now the question is, who will run it? Who will run the rules on the code? That's the question. So that is where there is a one guy which is coming into the picture, and that is, we call it scanner. Will you remember this terminology? Scanner?
Yes.
Yeah. And this I'm calling here SonarQube server. Okay. SonarQube server. So here we have a SonarQube server, and here we have a scanner. So this guy, what scanner is doing? Scanner, the moment you run on the code, scanner is very intelligent. Scanner is very intelligent. Scanner will go, the moment you run the scanner on the code, scanner will read the code, and scanner will go to the SonarQube server. Okay, I'll just change the color, it will be easier for us. So scanner, and you know what? They will download the rules and apply on the source code. And
Exactly.
the moment the rules getting applied on the source code, of course, the quality reports you get it correct now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the reports. So here you get the reports, and now this reports scanner will push into the database, and from this place this will come. Data from a website will read from the database, and you will get to know who is the culprit, who has written a bad code, when it was written, where it is, how to fix it, why this is a bad code or good code, and all this thing management you see on a dashboard. Are you understanding?
Yes. Got it.
Yeah. So this is the 1 step, this is the 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, 5 step. All this thing we don't do that. I repeat, we don't do that. It automatically happen. The moment, please hear me out. The moment you run scanner on the code, everything happens flawlessly. Make sense?
Yes. It's true.
Yes. So this is the answer for the question, and which is how SonarQube works. Are we comfortable? Any questions so far?
Oh, I think it's pretty good. We covered my questions as well.
Great. Okay, so what I will do now, the question is how to install. So here I am trying to install. First thing, understand that based on this image we have a 3 component. Understand that we have a SonarQube server, okay, and then we have a scanner, and then we have a source code. Agree with me?
Yeah.
Correct. So first we will get the SonarQube server, and then we will get the scanner, and then we'll get the source code. Okay, one by one, and we'll do the scanning. All this stuff I'll show you through the demo itself. All these documents also I'll provide, slides and all, everything you have it. Recording anyways you will get it today only. So just focus on the demo. I'll provide all the materials also. So SonarQube server. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm installing the SonarQube server. So go to AWS quickly. I'll create one VM. It will hardly take few seconds. UI change.
Can we go for it Red Hat? If you can.
Yes, CentOS, will that be okay for you?
We are using Red Hat. Maybe probably is Red Hat.
CentOS,
Yes, CentOS is also Red Hat family, but this contains Red Hat is having the SC Linux, so that gives you
so
extra.
CentOS installation instruction and Red Hat installation instruction has no differences. Okay. So if you want me to go for the Red Hat 7, is that okay? I mean, so Red Hat RHL 7.
RHL 8 is, I think RHL 7 there is some issues, and RHL 8 is the updated one.
Okay, so I'll do one thing. Just for the flawless of this stuff, I will use the CentOS 8. Will that be okay? Because RHL
Just for
RHEL
today
8,
is fine.
RHEL 8 we have some licensing stuff which I don't have right now. Okay.
We don't need a license. I think so.
Okay,
RHEL.
so should we try? Because I have not used the 8, and I remember that last time someone was complaining about the this RHEL network, some licensing and stuff like that when you update
No,
the
we don't need, because we installed the last previous with Amit, so we don't need.
Okay, so I'll go with the RHEL 8.
Yeah, good to go.
Yeah, let's go
Thanks
ahead.
for that.
Okay, so now this is RHEL 8 ARM. I need this RHEL 8 with LVM.
The first one, I think.
No, it's a ARM actually. It's a different architecture altogether.
Yes. I think.
I think you should go for this one. Okay, let's not waste time for time being, because the steps are same actually. Yeah. So let's go for this one and select. Instruction will become the same. Okay. So and one software, and I need to change this type. Type should be at least 4 GB RAM. It should be good. Okay. And key pair, I want Rajesh Mumbai. UI has changed actually. I applied by mistake. And 30 GB hard disk, and should be okay. Okay, so now I think I have a instant ready. This is the SonarQube, and now this is the IP address. Now I will go ahead and just give me 2 seconds. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do the SSH. Okay, so SSH -I Rajesh-Mumbai.pm and send to us at the rate of this. So it'll take a few seconds, just wait for it. Okay, meanwhile, I'll give you the reference to my documentations. So you remember all this thing. Whenever you get stuck, you can get it. So just search, come to this place. I'll share with you the link through chat a little bit late after the session. But all this documentation, you can find it here. So here you have introductions and all. Installations also will get it. So let's say SonarQube install if you type here. Where is that? I am trying to locate, but quickly I couldn't get it. So I'll just see that a little bit later offline also. And so most of the documents of here, you get it here, SonarQube, and the slides you get it of SonarQube here. So
okay.
Just unfortunately, I'm not able to locate now, but I will check after this session. Okay, but all the slides
Sure.
you just, for example, Jenkins, Grafana, Git, and everything.
I'll check
one
later.
place. Yeah. Okay. So this is the stuff. Now let me log into this. Okay, I've logged in here, and I have to be normal user only. Now, if you go to SonarQube website, okay, just type in Google SonarQube download. Now, if you click here for the first one, automatically you'll get these are the stuff. You see that the community, developer, enterprise. These are the 3 versions. Data center is basically for HA, high availability and all. That's the same thing, enterprise, but plus HA, some extended plugins are there for that. Okay, so I'm showing you right now community version, but we'll have a discussions also, developer, enterprise little bit later. So right now I'm going for it. Now, so what I will do, I'll do a little bit of cheating here. See this URL, right? I need this. Watch. I don't want to download here. I want to download here actually. Okay, and yum is not there. Sorry, wget is not there, so I'm going to install it. So sudo yum install wget. This okay, no problem. That's the reason I was little hesitant to use something which AMIs which I have not tried. Fail to download metadata for repo. Cannot prepare internal mirror list. Just a second. Yum update. I don't make any sense. Let me quickly Google it if I can fix it, or it will migrate to 7. And here it is, Stack Overflow. It's Sage. If you don't really have it, you need to get data. Okay, but this will not work because wget is not there. So that's the problem. This command will not work because wget is not there. And DNF, let me like so. Just no. Okay, so let's not waste time. Little bit of later I'll share with you all this with 8. Let's go and 7. That's a reliable one for time being. So one instance and go for browser, CentOS 7. This is the one. Okay, and continue. And I need Sonar, and I need 4 GB RAM, and I need to Rajesh Mumbai here. I need to 30 GB hard disk just for the demo, and should be okay. Launch stats. Okay, so that issues I'll see that later because I'm not having that idea what AMIs I have selected at that time and why that error is coming. So 7 I have tried every day, so I know that what will be there. So exit, let's go for this machine. And by the way, instructions will be same. There's no problem, and there's no hardly any configurations needed or installation special instruction. Any operating system, it's the same thing. Java prerequisite there, it has to be there. Okay. So now, how do you install the Java? So for this, so Java install the such file. And here you have a complete guide for Java. I need 11. Okay, so I'll quickly go ahead and download and store it. Are you getting my points?
Yes, Rajesh. Yeah.
Just give me 2 more minutes. It should be done quickly. Yeah. Okay, so here this is the machines. Now I'm going to install wget first. So yum install wget. Let me quickly do that. Sudo is important for that. Yes. After that, I just cheated actually, and the URL. I'll copy this URL and download. So wget and this URL. Oops, sorry. Copy, paste. Okay, so the one which I'm installing right now is 9.4.0, and so fast changes. I think this year only this change, this release has come.
The last 8 months they released almost 4 versions.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Because too many changes, we are getting a lot of issues. Maybe they resolved, and SonarQube community, they were discussing a lot, and they're updating very quick.
Oh, nice. Okay, so now I am going to unzip this guy. Okay, unzip is not there. No problem. All this, when you're in AWS, everything just a matter of few seconds. Okay, so now here I will unzip this. Unzip SonarQube, done. Here, done. So here, this is the SonarQube. Now I want to give you a little bit of introduction about this directory structure also, but before that I should install the Java, and that I'm opting for. This I'll cancel because my work is done. I'm opting for the Java OpenJDK as a free of cost. So that's serving my purpose. But again, you can install the Java from the Oracle also. That's time consuming. I don't want to waste the time, yours or mine also. So OpenJDK is sufficient for the runtime. Okay, so I did nothing. I just installed the Java JDK OpenJDK 11. I download the package of SonarQube, unzip it. That's all. Nothing else I did it. So are you okay with this so far?
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's understand this directory structure. Okay, that is little interesting. So I'll put it in this way. This notes. I'll share with you this notes also for the reference. Here, if I say simple way, start and stop script, you'll get it. Simple. Okay, simple. Now let's say if you want to customize a little bit of default configurations. I repeat, customize the default configuration of SonarQube. So SonarQube configuration files are here. SonarQube config files are here. Config files are here. Now this directory, the one which you have, contains what? Contains H2 database. Now you will ask me, what is H2 database? So basically, when you run the trial versions, the default one, it automatically embedded with the H2. H2 is also open source database, RDBMS. So basically, it runs with the H2 database. But let's say if you say, Rajesh, I want to configure with MySQL, or sorry, this one, what is it, Postgres. Or Oracle or MS SQL and all stuff like that, then you can modify this config file. I'll explain it to you a little bit later. Now remember that I said site search is empowered by Elasticsearch, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is the place all the Elasticsearch files are there. Now here, this is the place where you have a plugins actually. Okay, so any plugins if you install, you will find it here. Now what we have in the lib, SonarQube jar files. This jar file, remember that I said SonarQube is developed in a Java. Java means jar file. Okay, so that you can find it here. Okay, and under this here, SonarQube dashboard you can get it. Simple. SonarQube Sonar dashboard. Okay, so simple. I think more or less you understood this, all this stuff. Log files, yep. I don't think I have to explain it to you, temp and all.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so now simple, I go to the bin directory. Okay, Java is installed by the way. Okay, and here as per the license, as per the operating system, I am in the Linux 86. Let me tell you here one more thing. There's either you use this package for the Ubuntu, RHEL, CentOS, Fedora, Debian, Amazon, SUSE, same instruction. So that's the reason I said, irrespective of what platform you are using, same instruction. It's just the Linux for all of you. For if you do that in this one, what do you say? RHEL 8, same files I'll go, and if you do in CentOS 7 also, same files I'll go. Okay, that's all. And here we have a sonar.sh and start. That's all. It started. Now I should just wait, have a little bit of patience and see the status. And if the status is continuously coming after a few seconds also, that means it's running. Now the next question which I'm having in my mind, SonarQube is a dashboard. Look at the image here. Human can access right through the dashboard, correct? No? So it has to be some port number also. So if you are thinking no, it's 80 port, wrong. Actually, the port which is default port which is set is 9000. Now we'll say, Rajesh, where is this 9000? So of course you can find in the documentation, but also you can find in the config file also. So this file, the one which I'm asking you to spend most of the time. In fact, I would say, in fact, if 2 hours, if you spend on this file and go through each and everything, okay, because you required to know this file a lot. Many configurations can be done here, many configurations. But right now, I want to have a port. So SonarQube grep-port, grep-I port, and you see that somewhere 9000 port will be there. I'm not going through that because the file is pretty long. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let me go to port number and access the Sonar. So here this is a Sonar and 9000 port number, and here. Now you default user ID, please remember that's not a very great thing. Admin and password, if I have a good memory, it should be admin 123 or password itself. No,
admin, yeah.
Oh, admin, right? Yeah. So admin, here it is. That's all. Now you can change the password. So here, old password, new password, admin $123, admin $123, and update. And this is what I was talking about. You have a dashboard. Now correlate with the discussion I said to minimize. When you go to the dashboard, you see the rules and you see the gates. Only focus on this. Here you have a rules and here you have a gate. That's all you focus on it for time being. Okay. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Yeah. So now the question is, what is rules? What is, see, here you have project, here you have issues, here you have rules, here you have quality profile, here you have quality gates, here you have administration. A lot of UI you have it. We will spend each and everything one by one, but not now. Before that, just a second. Yeah. So before that, I would like to remind you this flow. I hope you remember this flow, right? Yep. We need a server, correct now? We need a scanner and we need a code. So here
we need to install the scanner first.
So server, we got it, correct now?
Yes.
Now I will go and get a scanner. Okay, scanner. So how and where do we get it, scanner? I will just Google it. SonarQube scanner. Enter. And I will go to this document page, the one which I am getting. Now I would like you to focus on these options. Just give me 2 seconds. I would like you to focus on the scanner. See, here you have a scanner. See, if you are running if you have ecosystem with a Gradle, then you can use the scanner built in for Gradle. If you have an ecosystem in the .NET Visual Studio now, then you can use the scanner which is built in for .NET. Same goes with Maven, same goes with Azure DevOps, Jenkins also, and also. But today I am showing you the demo manual command line option. This one, it's a command line. Okay, I will show you the demo, the Gradle, Maven, Azure DevOps, and Jenkins also. But today, to begin with, SonarQube command line. By the way, let me remind you, all these scanners are same. It's just this scanner is designed for different platforms. Are you understanding me?
Yes. They changed 9.4 version a little bit more.
Yeah. So now this. Yeah. So now I'll go and I can go to scanner, and here the moment I go, here it will ask me, hey, you want scanner for Linux or Windows? So here there's no See, understand that. Forget about the 7 CentOS 7 or CentOS 8 or CentOS 5. It will be same actually for everything. Okay.
For
so Linux,
Linux is only it works only 64-bit. By default, SonarQube is not supporting the 32-bit.
Yeah, 32-bit and ARM also I did not see here.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So here, so Linux, Windows, Mac, Docker. Okay, Docker is out of the context right now. Windows. So I installed the SonarQube server in the Linux. Now let me do in Windows. That's in my desktop, because if you look at the image, this image, this machine is your developer machine. Remember, developer machine. Okay. So I am going to use Windows. So what I will do typically for any training, what I do, I go to C drive, and this is my new machine, by the way, and there is one directory which is called tools. Okay, and here I create one directory which is called SonarQube. Okay, SonarQube, and inside that, what I will do, I'll keep one scanner directory also, just for management purpose, because I get lost a little bit. So scanner, so I'll remember the scanner is here. Now what I will do, I will download this file, and you see the download has started actually. So just give me a few seconds, you will have a packages, and just go to the download directory. Almost done, just give me a few seconds.
Just refresh the page.
Yeah, automatically it should come. Not sure why it's taking time. Yeah, done. So now here I'll just copy this zip file. It's just a copy paste, that's all. Nothing installation, no configuration, and unzip this. Nothing great steps I'm doing, just a very odd step. Okay, this is scanner, by the way, and this is the directory. I'll delete this, I don't need anymore. Now this directory structure is little complicated, you know. I don't like this kind of directory structure, so I'll just cut all this file and put it in scanner only. So I hope you are not getting confused with my steps.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so done. And here yeah, done. Now this folder is empty, I guess. So yeah, so I'll delete this. So that's all I did, just copy, download and extract, that's all. Are you comfortable so far?
Yes, yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Now I must tell you here, this scanner also, here you have a scanner, this is the scanner, okay, batch file
for Windows.
Now
yes.
scanner configurations are here, and scanner also comes along with the JRE file. So this is a runtime, because JRE is for running scanner. Okay, and this is the scanner library. This is the one scanner library. But this also you can call, if you know a little bit of Java, you can do that directly. But just to spoon feeding, this is the best file. Okay, so this is the scanner. So I just downloaded, and this job is also done. Correct?
Yep.
Third thing, source code, correct? So for the sake of any source code, so this source code I'm downloading from mine. Okay, so I have had those first trainings like this sample source code I'm having, though you can copy any source code for the sake of, there's no problem. And so few source codes are there. I'm not complicating to begin with, just simple hello world program. Now this is the source code, you can use it for this session, for the demo. And I'm sharing the URL in the chat also. Now you know what? It has only this 2 file. Okay, look at this, these 2 files. Only 2 files, just for simple scan. Now this property is important. This property is important. Now, one thing I want to little bit slow down. Venki, can you read this name?
Sonar project properties.
Correct. And this one.
Watch our complete session, enroll for our premium membership. Click onto the join button and enroll yourself with the best suited option.
Sonar properties.
And this one.
Yep. Scanner properties.
Will you remember that all these come from where?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So I hope you're clear. This is server property, this is scanner property, and for any project, I repeat, for any project you need to have this property file. You need to have it. You must be having this property file. But then you may ask, Rajesh, hey, I have seen the Gradle project and .NET project or Maven project, and I did not see that property file. So this project property file, when you do not see, that means it's dynamically generated during the runtime, but it has to be there. Here I'm doing manually. That's the reason I'm having this property file manually. Will you remember this statement, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So this is a project property file. Either you create through Maven, Gradle, Jenkins, or manually. I'm teaching you manually now. Okay. So it has to be there. Concept. Now, property file, which will have certain meta information, which is required. Please look at this here. Is the required metadata, like a key, name, version of project, your project. Remaining things can be optional, depends on your need. Now we'll ask Rajesh, okay, how do I know which is optional, which is required, what are the options we have? Again, this is a gradual experience. You will have it. But if you search for SonarQube properties file, property file, okay, just search for it and you will find these are the pages, and in fact you will find my blog, this one. So here I have mentioned all of my property files options. You have to spend a little bit of time. This is little outdated, but yeah, still it's valid for the learning purpose. Okay, I will come up with the latest one also little bit later next class. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it?
Good.
Yeah. So this is the real study, little bit of real study you have to do. Which are the option? Why do we need it, and all stuff like that? Which is required? What's not required? Why to have it? All this thing. I'll talk about it one by one. This is the required one. Okay. So done. So this also, which is the third component, and that was source code. Done. So what need to be done now? Tell me. What need to be done now?
We need to create a project in.
No.
Clone the repo in a local system.
Not required. Not required. Though you can do that, you are telling the right step, but I'm saying what to do now, being as a first time user. So look at this image one more time. I said, please remember the statement. The moment you run the scanner on the source code, remember that statement?
Yeah.
The moment you run the scanner on the source code, please hear me out. The moment you run the scanner on the source code, scanner read the property file. Last time I said code. I didn't want it to confuse you. Scanner read the property file, and based on that property file you have in the source code, which is here. I'll download this source code. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, this is the property file. Okay, so scanner read the property file and scanner travel to where? SonarQube. And from SonarQube, what it download? Rules. What it is doing? Apply the rules on the code. Once you apply the rules on the code, then reports generated, and reports getting stored again in a database of SonarQube, and that is where in the dashboard you see that. So overall, what you need to do? Only run the scanner on the source code. That's all. Will you remember this?
Yep. Good.
Now, then all this fancy world will come. Hey, how do we run the scanner on the source code? Then many other manually I'm teaching you right now, but then you say run through the GitHub, run through the GitLab, run through the Bitbucket, run through this, run through that. All these are the fancy world. Okay, so overall, fundamentally, actually scanners run on the code and everything happens. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm doing actually. So first I need to download the source code. So how do I download the source code? So click here, and where is this here? And I'll go to this directory, SonarQube. This is the scanner, okay? Remember that. And same place I am going for. Where's my scanner? GitHub, Git bash, sorry. So git clone, it's an open source repository, anyone can use it. And this is source code. This is for learning purpose, okay? Any source code can be there. This is source code. What we decided, we both agreed, I must write it here, run a scanner on the source code. That's all. So what to do? Where's the scanner? Where's the source code? Let me do that. So scanner is this one. And you can set in the path and all also. That's automation. I am not teaching you because you get lost. I am teaching you manual things, so you're fundamentally strong, and then you can, on top of that, if there is any wrapper, you can apply easily. That's not a problem. And there's a source code. Okay, are you agree with me?
Yep.
So now what to do? This is my source code. This is my source code, and this is my scanner, and I run it. Sorry, I did not copy it. And that's all. That's all you need to do. And
We got an error.
actually, there is one railway track near to my home, so that's the reason you might be hearing some noise, background noise from my side.
That's fine. It's a little, not that much.
So there is one error actually. I don't know how to fix it. Can you help me?
Yes, it's a server details, and we need to update the project file, which is contains our SonarQube details.
Not why project file, and for what region?
Pardon?
No, why project file we need to upload? Look at this error. I'm covering right now troubleshooting skills. We have error in front of you.
So directory. Is a fail to connect that server localhost.
Correct. See, look at this here. There's an error.
Yeah.
So here, what is happening? Look at this image one more time. I'm repeating this image multiple times. You should never forget. Remember that scanner is connecting to the server, correct?
Yeah.
But what is the address? They are trying localhost. See here.
Yeah.
Do we have a server on localhost? No.
No.
We have
No
server here.
Server.
Correct. Correct, no?
Yeah.
This is the server. So now the question is, how do I update? You have to tell me this answer, okay? How do I update scanner with the right address of server?
Which is updating the sonar.properties, the server properties.
This one.
Scanner properties.
See, who's connecting? Please remember that again. Who's connecting to server?
Scanner. Sorry about that.
So scanner property which should be modified, correct?
Yep.
So that should be, so scanner property. I hope you're getting the logic, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So scanner property. This is the place. This is the file. I'm opening up in front of you. And where is the editor actually? This is a new computer and many things is not set as per this thing. So do you see that here? Some options.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can I modify?
Yes.
And one more thing, which mistakes I do a lot, though I know, but I do a lot, and that is
Enable.
this one.
Enable it.
Okay. Yes. Please remember that. So I just updated it. If it is the same server, it might have worked. It will work. But if it is a cross server, you have to remember this image all the time. Okay. So now clear the screen, run the scanner one more time on the source code and see what happens. And there's a failure again. And I would like you to help me here also. Please help me.
We can use the debug mode. We can check where it's
Yeah,
going
but
to
we
be
don't
failed.
need a debug mode. You have a problems in front of you.
Yeah,
Debug mode
so
will come only if you can't read that log files.
To log in the Sonar server, we need to give the password and the username, the like login details. We need to provide.
Yes. Yeah. So here, look at this
To
one
get
more time.
authenticate. So better
Correct.
technical word.
So server is different server. Scanner is different machine. Scanner is able to connect now, but is not able to authenticate the server. And for that, they are giving you that this help also. Okay, so I would like to tell you any properties of Sonar starting with the Sonar dot. Please remember that. Okay. Now, this property you can set it at the here also, this file also, but I will set it up at the project level, because if I set it up at the scanner level, that means other people cannot has to use every time this user only. So I'm going to use this one, project level. So here, where is the project property? Go to the project property. Here it is. Open up, and here, see that. Will you remember this stuff?
Yep.
So ADMIN and password, I forgot actually. What was that?
You updated the password. I don't know.
See, this is that.
You check it. You can check in the server, like UI.
Yeah.
Account details.
Yes. Okay, I remember now. So the password is ADMIN $1. Okay. Are you comfortable so far?
Yeah.
Now you'll say, Rajesh, what is this? So you know what? In this project property file, you need to tell which folder the scanning will happen, where the source code line. So src directory is the one which is the source place. Then he'll ask me here, what is this sonar.language? So you are informing scanner, hey, my project is of Java. Then you will ask me, Rajesh, okay, what about if my project have a multiple different programming languages like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, Java, do not specify this, or specify multiple language by separate comma and all. Okay, I'm not complicating too much. I'm just making you comfortable. This is also, if you have a Java, this is also compiled. Where is a Sonar, class file of Java. And this is some encoding stuff. So simple file, nothing great. And again, run it. Scanner runs on the source code. We got two issues, we fixed it. Please remember that while doing the lab offline, you will have to keep in mind. And it will take some time. Because I'm running the first time SonarQube in my Windows. So it will download all the plugins. What it's doing, I'll show you through the image. So this has gone, scanner has gone to rules, and they're compiling the rules and downloading it offline in this my Windows server. So once they will download it, after that, see there, load active rules. So they're downloading these rules. It will take some time because the first time I have run. And now you'll ask me, Rajesh, where they are downloading. So everything you have in front of you only. Just little bit of focus is required. So this is the place they will download all this stuff. And you see that done almost. See that, and I would request you read each and every lines of it because it has a lots of learnings actually. Okay, and done. And you see that? Can you see that here?
Execution success, yeah.
And analysis successful. Reports are available here and here. By the way, what was my project name? So project name was Nokia X. The project version. This version has no relationship with SonarQube version. This is your project code version. It can be your product code. And this is that key. So can I go to SonarQube now and refresh it? You have it. Got it? Nokia X is the project. And now our learnings is to spend time here, understand all this UI which you see in front of you. By the way, how many issues we have? First of all, on my project, let me find out. I'll go and click on Nokia X and issues. Got a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 issues you have. Okay. So I got to know as a project management how many code issues we have. 4 issues. Which are those issues are there? You have it in front of you. Why this issue is issue? Click on it. You will get the regions for it here. Click on it. See, why is this an issue? Region is this one. Okay. Any programmers who has developed this code, they will understand this. Why this an issue? Here is an issue. Who introduced this issue? I want to know who's the culprit. So if you go here a little bit, and this is the guy who wrote this code. He's the culprit. When this code was introduced, this issue was introduced. Here it is. What kind of issue? It's a bug, it's a security issue or best practices. It's a code smell. It can be bug, it can be security issue, it can be code smell. Is it a major or minor or what? Here you are. How much time it will take to fix it, these issues? 30 minutes. Can we assign to someone? Yes. Is it closed or still open or something like a false positive? Here you are. So like this, just imagine. Please remember this flow once more time. Like this, hundreds of programmers, hundreds of programming languages, hundreds of static analysis tools, hundreds of reports. Who, what, where, how, when, and stuff like that, you can get it at one place, and that's called SonarQube. And that's the reason I said I feel that it's a quality management. Are you understanding?
Yeah, that's very good. Nice.
That's all. So now we have to spend more and more time understanding this UI in detail and trying it out each and everything, like a project, issues, rules, profiles, gates, many options in administrations and all, backup, archiving, upgrade, downgrade, all this thing we have to understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.